guys have had a nice day. Mine has been a little bit tricky. On my way to come here, I was looking for a parking space for a long time. Finally, I saw a car leaving. I said, bingo. I immediately got there and to park, but I needed to wait for a couple of seconds until the spot becomes completely empty. Once the car left, another car just got there and parked there. Oh, I really became mad. I rolled down the window and I tried to explain for the driver that I have waited for that parking space and I should park there. But the driver somehow ignored me and didn't feel sorry at all. I thought with myself, maybe I did not communicate properly, or my words weren't strong enough to send a message. And I thought if I was in my country, my home country, Iran, and I could speak in Persian or Farsi, which is my mother tongue, I could make that driver really sorry, like really sorry. But here I couldn't make that driver sorry. Sounds crazy, huh? How many of you guys have experienced this feeling? Or maybe I should ask first that how many of you guys are immigrants? Uh, Quite enough. I see a number of people here. Well, how many of you guys have experienced this feeling that although you have mastered a language, which in our case is English, but you are not satisfied with your conversations? You speak, you chat, you understand the conversations, but somehow you think that you are not transferring the feeling effectively. Or maybe the other way around that. You are with your friends, you speak, you chat, you understand, but in reality you don't have anything to say, or you don't have any relevant memory to share. Well, the reality is that if you were not born and raised in a country, you barely feel that you are a native, even though you got the citizenship of that country. Because those people have experienced some memories, some events at some points in a time that uh, you already passed and you cannot recreate that situation. Well, for example, in my case, I do not feel the recession that happened in 2008 because in that time I was not here and I did not experience that event firsthand. Although I had read about that a lot, but I do not know how much common pain that event have created to to the people who were impacted by that event. Uh, well, to make sure, I asked a couple of people who had immigrated to United States. I asked them, "Do you feel the same as you were a native after naturalization?" And the answer was absolutely not. One of them even gave me a good example. He explained to me that he used to go to BW3 Buffalo Wings, which is a popular chicken wings restaurant. And if you haven't been there, I suggest you guys go there because they have a delicious chicken wings. This guy used to go there and used to enjoy the chicken wings with his friends, with his American friends. But when it was the time that they started playing a tribal game, an easy game, everybody could answer those questions very fast and easy. But he did not enjoy that time. You know why? Because the game was about some questions that uh, somehow related to those events that had happened in the past in United States. And this guy did not have any knowledge about those events because he wasn't there in that time. In the summary, what I'm trying to say is that after immigration, you may feel this detachment, but it doesn't mean that you will not enjoy your life. Just accept the reality and be happy and thankful for the beautiful life that you have gained in that land.